Right, so today we are back with more people speed running the no-fly list. That's right, back to our original roots. Airline freakouts revamped. Hello and welcome back to another passenger shaming video. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, first up, Frontier Airline. Oh my goodness. Someone brought a pet onto the flight without declaring.
In the front, when you guys board. So someone in here has a dog or a child.
We are not leaving until we find what we're looking for. If you think it's your neighbor, go ahead and snitch on them.
Please, because we're going to get
I can't lie, I'm snitching straight away. I'm like, bro, you're gonna be found regardless. I can hear your bag. Person sitting next to you is with the bag like, I haven't got a dog on me, and the bag is just going. They're like, oh, sorry, that's my vibrator. I got one of those weird new roast toys. I beg you, please don't tell them. I genuinely be like, they're gonna catch you eventually. We can either sit here and wait for them to rummage through everyone's bags for like half an hour, if not more, or you can just get up and go. Oh my goodness, that is an unbelievable comment. Fair play, Mad One. 500,000 likes. Valid. Well earned. Honestly, that's TSA's fault. How did the dog get that far? How the hell did they see a dog bone x-ray and not think anything of it? Dog bone? Dog skeleton. Meanwhile, the guy who pooped himself. What? Alright, next up. Southwest Airlines tried to remove me from the flight simply because I moved from one seat to another, even though both rows were completely empty and no one was sitting there. Why'd you move then? I immediately returned to my original seat because I had no intention of causing any trouble. However, right after takeoff, some other passengers came and sat in those exact same seats, and no one said anything to them. I truly believe in following the rules, but sometimes a little flexibility and kindness would go a long way.
Good morning. Can I see your boarding pass?
Sure.
So you're in 30E.
Yes, sir.
So this is your seat over here.
Yes, sir.
That's where you're gonna have to sit at.
So I was wondering because there's no one sitting here.
I understand. That's just not how it works. The seat you have to sit in is a seat that's assigned to you.
Right.
So, like I said, I would either move or else we're just gonna have to take you off the flight altogether.
Just because I moved my seat?
Just because you're moving your seats. Yeah. If you want a specific seat on the aircraft, you have to purchase that specific seat.
Right.
So, like I said, that seat is the one that was assigned to you. So, like I said, you can either move or else we'll have to just take you off the flight altogether.
Just because I moved my seat one step further and it's free. You're gonna move me out of the flight. Okay. No, I'm not looking for trouble. Thanks for letting me know.
So, you want to move?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
God, the victim complex. Tried to remove me from the flight because I moved seat. No, because you refused to move back to your original seat. He literally gave you both options. Like, okay, you didn't pay for this seat, so you got assigned something. Sit there. It's only if you're going to sit there and go, no, I'm not going to move. Then he's going to be like, right, well, get off the plane then. He was also so much nicer than I was expecting him to be about it. So chill. Just like, yeah, I'm going to have to either ask you to move or you can get off. What do the comments say? Yeah, I'm really glad you filmed you being in the wrong. It's the fact that she kind of just like kept asking. He was like, oh, I'm going to have to make you move back or you can get off the flight. And she's like, oh, because I moved seats. And he's like, yeah, you're going to have to move back. And she's like, well, just because I moved. Yes! How do you not get this already? I don't mind the initial thing of being like, the row in front of you is empty. I tried it. Fair enough. I've done that before. If I'm on a flight and like there's a seat next to my friend that's free, I'm going to go sit next to him instead. But if the flight attendant comes in and she goes, oh, you're going to have to move back to your original seat, I would just go. He's absolutely correct. People don't realize the weight distribution on a plane makes a difference. She thought we were going to be on her side. Rules are there for a reason. They need to know who's where in case of an emergency. I guess different airlines must have different rules because I've definitely moved seats and had the attendant like realize that I've moved seat and just not cared or not said anything. But yeah, if it's an issue, why resist it? Especially with the risk of ending up on a no-fly list. Why even bother? That is not a game of chicken you want to be playing. All right, what do we got next? Oh my goodness, again. What's going on here? Is that a proposal here and someone getting arrested? This guy, is this one of those ones where like the guy's been acting up and they duct tape him to the seat? And that's happening at the same time as a proposal. Is this real? Oh my goodness, he is properly taped up. And this definitely is what's going on here, isn't it? There's definitely a proposal going on. She's crying. This is how you want to what is going on? Context, I beg of you. Surely this is a skit. It looks weirdly real. Am I being naive again? I mean, no one in the comments is saying it's fake. How bizarre. That's the fit that you propose in, with the neck pillow on as well. What the hell is this airline? Wait, apparently all the comments are saying that this is it. Maxwell Berry, it's real. An Ohio, of course. An Ohio man. It was either Ohio or Florida. An Ohio man who had to be restrained in his seat with tape after groping and assaulting flight attendants during a flight from Philadelphia to Miami last year has been sentenced by a federal judge to 60 days in prison. So he thoroughly deserved this. But that means this man actually genuinely did decide to propose whilst all of this was going on. This was the most romantic scene he could think of, to be like, will you spend the rest of your life with me? That is insane. I mean, Maxwell should be on a no-fly list as well as prison, but so should this guy. All right, what do we got next? Fighting a Karen in first class.
It's currently 6 in the morning and I am getting in a fight in the first class section on a flight back to LA from New York. So I was half asleep and this woman, she is currently in my seat, woke me up because she was like, hey, you mind swapping seats? And I thought it was because like she wanted like a better view or something. And no, it's because her seat doesn't recline. And she's like, it's somehow my fault. And she won't get out of my seat. She's just in it. Look. You gotta get out of my seat. Like, this is crazy. What?
I'm going to UCLA.
I went to USC, so that makes it even worse. You're holding up the entire flight. You gotta get out of my seat.
You were moved, sir.
My boarding pass says 6A. Yours says 3F.
What?
You're just such a...
Well, got my seat back. Oh, good Lord.
Bro, you almost got robbed, bro.
You saw that?
You almost got robbed, bro.
That is so bizarre. Again, why would you possibly think you'd be able to get away with that? Sitting in someone else's seat, in first class as well. I mean, not that it's wrong to steal someone else's seat, but obviously if your chair doesn't recline and you try and swap with someone in first class against their will, they're obviously going to care more. Like, they've paid good money to be in that seat and have the comfort. Obviously, they're going to be like, no, we're not going anywhere until you give me my seat back. The gaslighting as well from her to make it out as if it's his fault. You know what, though? She's definitely going to survive being put on the no-fly list, though, because she's a first-class purchaser. All right, next. When the turbulence was so bad you thought you were going down, but then see this. Okay, I fear you're filming them for a little bit too long. Quite an odd decision to be making out when you go. Actually, if you're going to go down and you're going to die, what's one of the last things you'd want to do? If you're with the love of your life, have a little kiss. I actually think it's slightly weirder for her to be constantly like showing maybe a quick flash, being like, what the hell, it's turbulent, this is kind of funny, they're making out. Filming for this long and pulling faces. I'm actually kind of on their side. I'm team Yerner over team Judger all day. Oh my goodness, if we go down together, I kiss. Wait till you find out they don't even know each other, just met on the flight. Even spicier. Yeah, why have we normalized recording people in public? All right, what do we got next? Some people at the airport. Psh.
Excuse me, sir, it's highly inappropriate for you to cut everyone.
This is called money.
What a jag.
It's called money. That's crazy. He's kind of like, fair enough. He's kind of financially mogged us.
This is called money.
Is he serious? Well, I mean, sometimes there's like a different queue. I mean, if you've got a baby that small, most people are like, you guys can go on ahead. I'd rather actually not be in the queue with a screaming baby. Go get checked in, do your thing, and get out of here. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got your troubles. I can pop a doom scroll, play a little bit of chess. You can do your thing. But if it is money, also fair play. The fact that
This is called money.
both his partners like, oh, and he got both of them. Yeah, this is cool, money. Solid response. The wife was so impressed with her husband. Oh my goodness, I'm leaving you in front of your girl too, bro. He said, you want to be funny? Let's be hilarious. This is why we mind our business. Getting clocked like this on camera and actually posting as well. Fair enough. I like to think that they appreciate that that's funny rather than thinking that they are not the ones that come off worse here. All right, next up. Girl refuses to sit in emergency seat on plane.
Thank you very much. You're in an emergency, bro. Are you willing able to assist in case of emergency?
No.
You're in an emergency, bro. Are you able and willing to assist in case of an emergency?
No, I'm just active military.
I know, but you're in an emergency, bro.
No, I'm not.
Then I need you to go see her and change your seat. I've never heard anybody say no.
I've never heard anyone say no. I don't think the person at the desk was expecting a no either. You're in an emergency row, you're going to need to... No, I'm not helping out. I mean, in most of them, you get the extra legroom as a benefit, don't you? But I mean, she's kind of valid. If the question is being put to you and it's like, are you willing to help out? And you just go, no. So I don't agree with it, but... kind of fair. I'm sure there'll be someone quite happy as well to sit in the emergency room, get a bit of extra emergency seat, get a bit of extra legroom for it.
That was a first.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, next. A man flying to the Philippines for vacation managed to sleep through the 12-hour flight by showing his meal preference on his phone ahead of time, so the crew wouldn't have to wake him up. It's genius. Chicken. But wait. Doesn't he now have to wake up to eat it? Rather have cold food and sleep. That doesn't make sense. Slept through the whole 12-hour flight. So when did he eat? Surely they're like, when they come around to wake him up for landing, they're like, we've got to take your food away. Tray's got to go up. Yeah, if he slept for 12 hours, why ask for food? No time to eat and it will be cold. That, I fear, is not as clever as he thought it was. Unless I'm missing something. All right, next. A friendly reminder to clean off your tray tables on airplanes. Not ass first. Oh, that's horrible. Please tell me tray tables get wiped between uses. Surely they do. Actually, do we trust airlines for that? Probably not. I'm so tired of dogs being allowed everywhere and no one's saying anything. Some people are highly allergic. This should not be the norm. Hey, I'm a dog lover and I don't mind dogs being a lot of places. But a dog being on a tray table meant for food with his butt like sucking onto it like a limpet. That's too far. Yeah, I'm a dog lover and this makes me sick. People in plane etiquette is out of control. Oh my goodness. That thing is never getting cleaned. Oh, this makes me want to wear gloves on flights. I've always been a backpack person because not only do I not like carrying things in my pockets, I like the idea of carrying everything I could possibly think I could need on that journey with me. So I have like portable charger, headphones, cap, sunglasses, bit of deodorant, wipes for my face in case I get like all dirty and sweaty. But I've never been like a bring hand sanitizer or like antiseptic wipes with me. And now I'm starting to think I need to add that to the list. You know what that got me thinking, by the way? There is one thing I want that I can't take around in my backpack with me, but I can take around in here with me. And that is a subscription from you. If you're watching and enjoying this video, genuinely, the only thing I could possibly ask for in return is you hitting that subscribe button down below. It's free, it only takes a second, and I really would appreciate it. I know most people who watch these videos aren't actually subscribed, so I guess a lot of people either just don't want to, or maybe they don't realize how much a subscription would mean to me. And if you're in either camp, that's totally fine. But if you're in the latter, I just thought I'd say something. So if you wanted to, if you're feeling kind and generous, you could hit that button. And of course, it means the next time I do a video like this one, you can catch it as soon as it's out. All right, anyway, thank you to everyone who subscribed. I really do appreciate it. Now let's get back to the video. All right, next up, couldn't resist, lol. Oh my goodness. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people will be fuming because of how extra that is, but with all that space not getting in anyone's way, airports are a bloody boring place waiting around. If I saw this, I'd be like, huh, that's a bit of light entertainment. Thank you for that. Well done. I did briefly think, is this one of those clips where like someone's dancing or doing something and some kid just gets absolutely wiped out? I thought when she was spinning around kicking, that kid was going to run and be like, let me join in. Whoosh, and just get absolutely obliterated. Oh. Oh! Accidental doom scroll. Did kind of like it though. Cute dog, cute park, happy ending. Anyway, yeah, I don't mind that one. All right, what do we got next? JetBlue, what are we doing? I'm so disappointed.
I just want to let you know, I'm in 21E, but I have an anaphylactic peanut allergy. Just so you guys know.
The way I just told them, and they looked at me like I was crazy and then said, okay, you may proceed to your seat. No buffer, nothing. I said, will you come back there? And they told me to keep walking.
No way.
They haven't announced it and won't tell the people around me.
That is bizarre. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. what you're supposed to do if you're allergic to peanuts. Like, is she following the right procedure? Are you supposed to like note that on your ticket beforehand? But if not, I feel like it's a very reasonable thing to be like, hey, by the way, I'm allergic to peanuts. Can you just say something? Can you just say the person in 21E is deathly allergic to peanuts? If you've got peanuts, please don't eat them around there.
Just so you guys know.
So just so you guys know. I mean, it was a little bit firm, but not that bad. The world doesn't stop for you. Your approach was awful and rude. Your approach was horrendous, not polite at all. Peanut allergies are proven not to be airborne. Oh yeah, I think we've spoken about that in a recent video. What did you want them to do? I do think kind of being like, can I get some sort of announcement just, I don't know, to be safe isn't unreasonable. But I guess if someone's eating them next to you, you can just say something. I guess you can warn the people around you yourself, can't you? You can be like, hey, by the way, if you're just about to sit there, if you're going to eat at any point, I'm allergic to peanuts. I guess she could ask herself. I didn't think it was that rude, and I'm usually quite sensitive to people being entitled. I have an anaphylactic allergy to peanuts and tree nuts too. When you're allergic to something, you're allergic to the protein, not the smell, not the proximity. My husband eats peanut butter sandwiches and we keep peanut butter in our pantry. You're fine. This is a good one. So let's fix the problem. Hi, how are you? So my seat's 21E. I was just wondering, since I have a severe peanut allergy that can cause me to go into anaphylactic shock, is there any way you could announce on the intercom and make sure no one is eating peanuts on this flight? I wouldn't even say it on the flight, just like in the immediate vicinity. I have an EpiPen. Explain where it is in case it's needed. Thank you so much. That is true. That is a significant upgrade. And say this with a smile. Interesting. Maybe I was being too nice. I think maybe because I have slight health anxiety that I feel more for her here. Because hearing this, like, I'm way more concerned of like, oh my goodness, imagine a peanut touches me and I die. I mean, I'm not allergic to peanuts. Even though Bach keeps assuring people I am, just because of the way I look.
He looks like he should have a nut allergy. Wait.
Stop telling people I look like I should have a nut allergy.
You do look like you should have a nut allergy. It's a miracle that he doesn't.
But I was more focused on the freaky idea of dying in the sky due to a peanut than I was about her approach. Yeah, I think comments are fair here. All right, next up. This can't be my real life after the day I've had. Oh, that's so horrible. Not just feet, but crusty feet too. That's like the kind of foot you give to like a demon in a horror film. You're flying back from Jurassic Park. Call the flight attendant immediately. If my toes look like that, I'd never let them see the light of day. Yeah, I mean, feet aren't lovely things. I'm sure when I'm an older man, my feet aren't going to look particularly great. But I'm going to be aware of that and not put them on people's armrests. Totally unacceptable. Nice. Oh my goodness. I woke up to this one flight. It took me a minute to realize what it was. That's terrifying. All right, next up. Plane passenger screams at noisy child.
Here comes the screaming kid. Loves to fly. Gonna be my seatmate.
Oh, unlucky.
Here comes.
Oh, it wasn't caught on camera. That's such a shame. I thought this guy was going to be the one to do it. I thought it worked for a second there. I would pay to be on a plane 18+. Honestly, W passenger. As a mother, trust me, this behavior isn't fun for us either. It's actually embarrassing and we're so sorry. I'm actually such a like socially anxious person. Like, I already hate the idea of doing anything to like upset or annoy strangers around me. The idea that one day I'm inevitably going to have at least one kid and have to be on a flight with them and them making noises and there's nothing I can do to stop them just fills me with dread. I'm going to have to just accept it in advance. I have to just get used to the idea. Because yeah, you just know that poor mum is stressed because you are just there like, I know none of you want this. I don't either. But what am I supposed to do? Not go on holiday with my kid? I'm doing my best. Like, it's not like all parents or like all good parents have an easy tactic to just make their kids stop making this noise. Planes are public, kids are human, headphones are cheap. It's also something you just have to accept when you're flying, isn't it? Like, and inevitably, you're going to be in a row like behind or in front of a kid or on the same row as one and they're screaming their head off. Like, it's a different story if there's like a kid who's like, you know, old enough to know what they're doing, constantly kicking the back of your chair and the parents are doing nothing. Then you have every right to be enraged at the bad parenting and the entitled little brat. But if it's a young kid screaming, the parents doing everything they can do, it's like, right, like I said, whack some headphones on. All right, next up, Nashville, Seattle, Southwest drama.
I'm serious. I can't stand people stay in the seats. I can't.
Well, this one's not. If you want a corner, it's gonna be there because I'll move to this corner.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He has options that are the same.
She's saving 2 seats right there.
Another one?
Well, I want that seat. We're not supposed to be saving seats.
I know.
You should be saving seats.
It's not illegal.
Your policy says no saving seats.
It's open seating. Okay. It's open seating.
I understand, but this is principle to me. I hate when people do this. I hate it.
They were here and they went to the bathroom.
I've never heard of this. Open seating, so you can just sit wherever you want. And he's annoyed because she's saving seats or taking up 2 seats worth. And he's like, out of principle, I hate this. Is this just an American thing?
No, this is the principle. I totally understand. I see people do this stuff all the time with these flights. I fly all the time with Southwest. I can't see it.
If you sit in family, I'm gonna knock the whole way.
These aren't emotional.
Like this.
I'm knocking it the whole way.
Well, I'm just trying you don't sit down
I
there.
understand. I just don't like this. Am I the one causing
Where you put it?
Yeah.
I don't want that seat. I don't like people saving seats. It's just that simple.
Okay, but I asked her like it.
Yeah, I know, and she's not supposed to save that seat. She just said the same thing at the front. She's not supposed to save that seat.
That's not part of her.
Ma'am, did you say you're not supposed to save seats?
I said it's open seating.
Correct, what you're not supposed to. So if I want to sit and open that seat.
Well, then we'll just wait.
Okay.
Well, I mean, why would you want to now as well after kicking up all this fuss? Why would you want to be like, I'm now going to sit next to this? That would be the most uncomfortable flight of all time. The entire journey just being like, we were just beefing. I had to fight you for this seat. He wants to what? Go in the middle row as well. What happens when he needs a piss? Like, sorry, can I get past to the toilet? And she's like, no, I'm not moving. If you try and climb past me, I'm going to sue you for harassment. Terrible idea. Just suck it up and move on. Although I'm curious what the policy says. All right, well, according to View from the Wing, the airline has no policy on the practice of saving seats. That's stupid. Entirely up to social customers. Actually, I guess if you've got no policy, it means you can, right? But if they're not saying you can't do it, you can. So this guy is not only causing such an awkward fuss for a terrible result, but he's also just not even in the right. There is no policy about not saving seats.
But if I get to that seat, ma'am, sit there.
You're not sitting in that seat.
Well, I could.
You could. I'll take that seat.
Can we just don't say yes? Just we'll let it be. The supervisor's on her way. Can we just keep recording? Maybe. Yeah, right. If you want to just stand out of the way, then we can.
But if she's not going to have people take that seat.
No, we'll leave that.
It's such a weird hill to die on as well, isn't it? I just don't like it out of principle. Why do you care? Oh, and it cuts there and we don't know what happens. Does he get the seat in the end or what? What does it say? So let's talk about the airline policy. You indeed are allowed to save seats. This clown made us 30 minutes late because he wanted to prove a point, which he was always in the wrong. Southwest, their flight attendants and the pilots handled it with poise and ended up kicking him off the flight. No way. Phew, what an experience. Well, I mean, that his fault for digging his heels in that much over it. It's one thing to be like, oh no, but when the flight attendant comes over and goes, sit somewhere else, you just do it. If the policy says no saving seats, he's in the right. Yeah, I mean, completely depends what the policy says. I agree. Like, if it's like, oh, open seating, you're not allowed to save seats. It's like first come, first serve. He has every right to be like, no, I want to sit there. You can't save the seats. But if you're allowed to save seats, either way, I think waiting 30 minutes and evidently escalating to the point where you're kicked off a flight is just too much. Yeah, and same as always, I get the sentiment, but also this is not the hill to die on when no fly lists exist. All right, next. POV, you saved $2,700 by buying 3 seats in economy. Can you do this? My goodness. And 3 meals. Window seat, get to put your legs up and lie back, don't have to sit next to anyone, get extra food, yeah, get the window seat and you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. It is 3 times as expensive as regular. But yeah, if it's cheaper than first class or business. Oh, is that true? No airlines will let you buy 3 seats under one name, don't lie. Oh, if the other 2 passengers don't show up, they'll give those seats to whoever's on standby. Is that true? Ah, the airlines will give those seats to someone on standby 99% of the time. Oh yeah, forgot 3 carry-ons as well, 3 personal items, 3 charging outlets. You need 3 TVs, 3 of me, however. Cost you more than a business class ticket for that, my friend. I did this recently, highly recommend. As long as the flight staff know when you're boarding that you purchased 2 extra seats, they honestly couldn't care less. And it worked for this person. Huh. All right, what do we got next? Got a window seat to look out the window, but I got some little kid not letting me fly in peace.
Top crew on the flights cross-track.
That's a small hand. I feel like that kid might be thinking that they're playing a game here. But again, this is what I'm talking about. A screaming baby, what can you do? A kid this old, the parents should notice what they're doing and be like, kid, stop doing that. Or turn around and be like, are you okay are you playing a game with this kid, or do you want me to tell him to stop? All right, next up, when people have no spatial awareness. that doesn't look too bad. She's got a lot of space. She can read her thing. She's got plenty of headroom. Thoughts on people reclining their seat all the way back? We've spoken about this before. I feel like if you've got a reclining seat, you should be able to recline it. I do feel like out of courtesy, you should ask the person behind you. Because I actually saw recently, I think it was maybe on Twitter, someone posted a picture and like they had their laptop screen up and someone reclined and it like crushed the screen into the laptop. Because like, you know, you can imagine the laptop being here and like the tray being out here and it just like crunched it. Or like if someone's eating, you know, I feel like during meal times you shouldn't be reclining your seat. A squashed laptop is one thing, but a squashed chicken korma ruined someone's whole meal. But yeah, this doesn't seem that bad. What do the comments say? He has awareness. He's just using the seat he paid for. You can do the same. 5% extra comfort for somebody's 95% extra discomfort. But is it though? I feel like it's significantly more comfortable to be leaning back, especially on a long flight. And is she actually less comfortable? Is she 95% extra discomfort? Come on, I don't think so. If the chair reclines, then it reclines. How dare he recline his own seat that he paid for? First time on a plane, the seat shouldn't recline. No, because it's also good, like when everyone goes to bed at night, especially if the person behind you is reclined and asleep, recline away. Literally is the entire point of it. I'm curious what she would have said if he had been like, hey, I'm chilling on my game. Do you mind if I recline? Like, did she more care that he didn't ask? Or is this so bad that she would have been like, no? Honestly, you got to blame the airlines for designing it so greedily. The passengers who pay for their seat can't be asked to not recline. This is also what I said in the last time we looked at something like this. I was like, if it's really making the person behind them suffer, that's terrible design. I don't think this is that bad. Although she's saying, keep in mind this video is filmed in 0.5x. Still. I think the best thing about asking is that like 99% of the time, the other person is going to be like, sure, I don't mind. And then you can just cross the bridge when you come to it. If you're like, hey, do you mind, you know, it's nighttime, I'm going to get some shut eye. Do you mind if I recline my seat? And they go, no. And you're like, right, well, time to go to war. And on that hot take, it's time to go to war with that subscribe button. Time to let me know what you think. That I'm sure will spark a big debate all over again. And I'm looking forward to reading through the comments. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit subscribe so you can catch the next one. Really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.